Welcome back, everybody, to our Midwestern Dynasty, where we will be finishing off our final regular season of this dynasty. And then we will play in the Big 12 Conference Championship game. First up, though, there is this game against Texas Tech, the Red Raiders, who are 3-8, losers of 6 straight. So this will be their last game of the entire year. And under pressure, we'll find Jaden Berry, and he will get us started with a gain of 18. Jaden Berry, of course, is in the running for the Heisman, and I would say should be the front runner at this point. A fake to him on a jet sweep, and the Red Raiders, they left Berry all alone. A mistake again in coverage against him, and Berry has another big gain on the opening drive of the game. At the 27, here is Clifton left side. He'll truck a defender and fight through another defender on his way inside the 5. As Titus Hardman is going to be called for holding, unfortunately, erasing that nice run. 3rd and 10. And from a clean pocket, throwing to his F4, Earl Helm, and it's out of reach, incomplete. Helm was open, but Ham just flat out missed him. So hops on to try a 44-yard field goal. His kick is up and through, and the Horned Owls have a 3-0 lead after the first drive of the game. Let's see if the Red Raiders can put up a fight in this one. They are playing for pride and also the fact that it is senior night. So, you know, they want to send their seniors out the right way with a win. And an upset win at that. Up near midfield, Roderick Burris over the middle is going to connect with Ramon Reddick, the 6'3", 250-pound tight end. Now 3rd and 20. Burris backing up under pressure, and that is a sack. LaMichael Edmonds laying the lumber and ending the Red Raiders drive. It'll be 4th and 30. So the Horned Owls, they have a 3-0 lead and have the ball again. Von Clifton right through the heart of the Texas Tech defense. Down across midfield at their 38. A big play to end the first quarter. 3rd and 6. And underneath to Jason Burton, and that'll be a gain of 12 on Burton's first catch of the game. 3rd and short at the 3. Clifton is denied the end zone, but he did get the first down to make it goal to go. We'll see if they give Clifton another try. They will, and this time he gets in, scoring his 15th touchdown of the year. And the Horned Owls are on top 10-0 in the first half. So Texas Tech, they have dug themselves into a bit of a hole, but they got plenty of time to climb out of it. Burris, after a fake, has absolutely nobody open. So he's going to have to scramble, and he will. He'll get a first down on it. Later on the drive, across midfield, Roderick Burris on the move is able to make a nice throw to Jorge Pinto to keep this drive going. Now at the 9 on 3rd and 4. Burris avoiding Edmonds, throwing on the move again to Pinto, and he is down at the 1. So it is goal to go for Texas Tech. On the doorstep of the end zone, they will go with a run, and David Kaufman will get the ball across the goal line. The senior running back finds the end zone in what will be his final game of his college career. He makes it 10-7. Despite being heavy favorites, the Horned Owls are only on top by a field goal getting late in the half. Marco Mines hoping to change that as a huge gain. He's down across midfield at the 40 of the Red Raiders. Jamie Quinton in motion. Blitz on the way, and Earl Helm is going to whiff on a block and let Jesse Am get destroyed on the play. And the Horned Owls overcome a 3rd and 23. They can. Jason Burton found some space downfield, and Am hit him, and the Horned Owls are going to keep this drive going. In the red zone at the 19, Am over the middle for Berry, and he will hang on despite getting rocked as soon as the ball hit his hands. Goal to go at the 4. Ham off a fake to Jaden Berry, who sheds a defender and puts 6 more on the board. Jaden Berry with his 22nd touchdown of the season. Having a great year, and the Horned Owls are back up by 2 scores. How aggressive do the Red Raiders want to be? They go with a screen, and it's going the other way. LaMichael Edmonds rumbling all the way back for a pick 6. The 6'2", 300-pound defensive tackle with his 4th career interception, and this one he takes to the house to make it 24-7. He is just an unbelievable defensive player in general. making great play after great play, and he makes another one. His second INT of the half, and the Horned Owls are going to be in field goal range with about 10 seconds to go. LaMichael Edmonds, have a day. 2 picks in 1 half for a defensive tackle. How many defensive tackles do you see picking off 2 passes in a game? Not many. Earl Helm is going to set up Jason Epps for a 38-yard try to end the first half. And his kick is up and through, making 2 for 2, and the Horned Owls all of a sudden have a commanding lead at halftime. It was 10-7 with about, 3:30 to go in the half? And now it's 27-7 as we are early in the third. So Texas Tech, they were in a hole before, and now we're in a deeper hole. It'll be tough to climb out of it, but maybe they could do it. Burris down the field. It is Byron Stump with his second catch on the drive, and he's down inside the 30 of the Horned Owls at 27. Burris facing some pressure. On the move, he's going to lob this one into double coverage, and that is a mistake. Jakeem Short picking it off, and he's going to try to take it back. He runs into Deion Gage, who is going to blindside him and take Short down at the 14. Otherwise, Short might have been able to take that one a bit further. So the Horned Owls have 3 INTs on the day, as Am is going down the field for the tight end, Jamie Clinton. Mostly out there to be a great run blocker, but that was a fantastic catch. Weighing out and using every inch of his wingspan to make that one. Jason Burton weaving and getting a first down on a 3rd and long again. Always reliable. They could play after play out there. What about on 3rd and 7? Am will look his way deep down the field and underthrow him. It's intercepted by Charles Magan, who is forced out of bounds at the 30. Jesse Am has now thrown 13 INTs this year, and the deep ball has sort of been his kryptonite. Demi Thrash on a return of punts. He's going to weave his way across midfield into the open field. Only one defender has a chance to catch him, and he will not be caught. Sammy Thrash, 66 yards to the end zone on the punt return, and that is his 3rd career punt return touchdown as he makes it 34-7. Jump to the 4th quarter. Texas Tech down by a lot. Burris has some space and is going to use it to run. He'll slide down before taking a big hit from George Noddy. And Burris, you can see he's running the ball pretty well in this one, but not really doing much else very well. Burris extending, throwing to the end zone, and Texas Tech, they will score a touchdown. And it's a touchdown for Jorge Pinto, a team captain for the Red Raiders and a senior. Makes it 34-14 as the Red Raiders are trying to inch back into this one. Am scrambling and fumbling the ball. Texas Tech, they are on it. Maybe they can get back into this game late. But hold on, it looks like Reggie Hambrick is going to toss the red flag and challenge it. And yeah, Hammy was down, so the Horned Owls do get to keep possession. And they're up at the 44 of a fake. Am running out of time is lobbing deep again, this time for Barry, and it's intercepted again. What a play to go up and bring that one down by Colin Murchison. And the holding call on the Horned Owls has declined, but Texas Tech would do nothing after the interception, so Midwestern right back on offense, and Ham going up top again, this time hitting Barry in stride. And Jaden Barry has his 2nd touchdown on the day. It's a 58-yarder. Give him 23 on the year as he makes it 41-14. We have a lot of backups in the game, including Enrique Sweet, who is a true freshman playing in his first ever game. He gets a pick 6 in it. What a sweet way to begin his career as he makes it 48-14. So it's a complete blowout. In this game, it's all but over. And Sam Landman, he is going to end the game with an INT. How else would we end the game? That is the 5th on the day for the Horned Owls defense, and it will end the game. It ends up being 48-14. A dominant win and a great way to end the regular season as the Horned Owls finish off the regular season a perfect 12-0 and have momentum heading into the Big 12 title game. Jaden Barry, he got named player of the game. He also could have went with, of course, LaMichael Edmonds, who had 2 INTs. Our defense, it gave up a lot of yards, 398 of them, but we only gave up 14 points, and our defense, it scored 14 points themselves, and we had 5 INTs. Anytime your defense is able to get 5 takeaways in a game, you're more than likely going to win the game. We also had a punt return touchdown, so defense and special teams could have won this game all by themselves. Not to say that the offense was bad, they weren't. We scored 34 points, or 27 if you don't include the punt return touchdown. And we went 7 of 11 on third downs, which is great. Got another big game out of Jaden Berry. The rush attack wasn't fantastic, but that's all right. We didn't need them in this game to be fantastic. LaMichael Edmonds is going to be named National Defensive Player of the Week. Why not? I mean, he had 2 picks as a defensive lineman and took one of them back for a pick 6. He's got 5 INTs in his career, and he may end up being named Defensive Player of the Year again. He is the reigning Defensive Player of the Year. It'd be cool to see him win it in back-to-back seasons. And right now, there really isn't that much competition. It's probably between him and Trevor Cleveland. We have a rematch from last year's Big 12 title game between your Midwestern Horned Owls, who are 12-0, and the Kansas State Wildcats, who are 9-3. Last year, the Horned Owls pitched a shutout and beat the Wildcats 21-0 on their way to winning a national championship. We'll see what happens this year in the rematch. Can Kansas State pull off an upset win and get themselves into the college football playoffs, or the Horned Owls keep up their dominant run? Jamar Whittlejohn on the quarterback keeper has a gain of 19. He's put together a really good year and is hoping to win the Big 12 title game this season. Whittlejohn moving to his right. He's decapitated. Martino, my goodness, you didn't have to do him like that. Loss of 6 on the sack. Looks like Whittlejohn's all right. Here on 3rd and long, he is going to go with a check down. That will not get the job done. And the Horned Owls will get a quick stop. See what the offense has in store for the Kansas State defense. Jesse Ham to Jason Burton. That is something that has worked out well a lot this year for the Horned Owls, and it works out here. 3rd and long at the 38. It's 3rd and 17. It'll be a screen to Earl Helm. He'll break a tackle. He's near a first. He's got it. But forget about the first. He's gone. Nobody's going to catch him. Earl Helm on 3rd and 17. Goes 62 yards to the end zone. How do you let that happen if you're Kansas State? Earl Helm has scored in a lot of different ways this year. He's got a kick return touchdown, has a couple of receiving touchdowns and rushing touchdowns. He really does it all out there. Speaking of doing it all, LaMichael Edmonds getting a sack and knocking down Whittlejohn back at the 30. 3rd and 19. Whittlejohn under more pressure, and he can't get away again. The 3rd sack already in the first quarter for the Horned Owls defense. That time it was Broderick Duggar who ends the drive, and Sammy Thrash on to return the punt. He returned one in the last game of the regular season for a touchdown, but not here. Does set the Horned Owls up in a good spot. The offense wouldn't move the ball very far, so Jason Ops on to attempt a 54-yard field goal, and he makes it, setting a new career long. Just a yard, but still a new career long, and he makes it 10-0. Whittlejohn off a fake, hoping to make something happen. He avoids the defender in Edmonds and is able to find an open man downfield. It's a true freshman in Dorian Zaron. 3rd and 11. At midfield, they'll try a screen, and it is incomplete at the feet of Lorenzo Rochelle. They'll lead to another punt from the Wildcats. 3rd and short. Von Clifton getting the first down and more as he runs a defender over on his way up to the 40-yard line. Now at midfield, they go back to Clifton. So the Horned Owls are establishing the ground game as Clifton picks up another fresh set of downs. 3rd and short at the 31. And quickly to his right to Quinton, and he can't get his feet chopping in the right direction. He goes down at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th and short, and the Horned Owls are going to go for it. It'll be a give to 2, and Von Clifton will keep the drive alive as he's down at 25. 7 carries and 41 yards for the junior running back. And with time in the pocket on 3rd down, Ezra Sharp, the intended target, but he drops it. So Jason Ops looks like he'll be needed again, this time for a much shorter field goal try. Just a 41-yarder. His kick is up, and it is good. So the Horned Owls have made it 13-0 in the first half. Still a 2-score game. Kansas State, they have a solid offense. Looking to get it going. Lorenzo Rochelle up near midfield. Brought down by Michael Edmonds, who was hustling all the way downfield to make that play. Gotta love it. Third down, a throw left side. Quickly it is caught at the marker, and they're going to rule Kansas State short. It looks like the Wildcats are going to punt it away on 4th and 1, despite being across midfield. So still a 2-score lead for the Horned Owls as Ham goes deep to Titus Dingle. He makes the grab downfield and is up to the 47. Under 2 minutes to go in the half. Ham checking it down to Earl Helm, and he's got a first down up at the 37 of the Wildcats. 3rd and 2 at the 29. Time becoming a factor late in the half. And pump faking, throwing over the middle, and he's intercepted. Rashard Rudder, the redshirt sophomore free safety, picks off Jesse Ham, who has now thrown 15 interceptions this year. What a lot of them. Can Kansas State get some points on the board late in the half? No, they cannot. Trevor Cleveland will get the sack, and Kansas State, they would be content with just going into halftime down 13-0. So here we are in the second half. Ham off a fake with a defender in his face will hit Jamie Quinton. It is a well-timed tight end screen. The Wildcats were not ready for it, and it leads to a big gain for Jamie Quinton and the Horned Owls. At the 47 of Kansas State, Ham to Helm, and the running back, looking like an experienced wide receiver out there, made that catch with the defender on his back. Ham on 3rd and 9 is going to buy some time. He's got a man open. He doesn't throw it, though. He's going to run instead for a gain of 8 with no first down. We all know the drill here. The Horned Owls are going to go for it on 4th and short. They're likely going to run it. They do, and Clifton will not get it. He is stuffed behind the line to gain by Cole Jordan, and it will be a turnover on downs. You have to give a lot of credit to Kansas State's defense. They have done everything they can to keep their offense and their team in the game, only surrendering 13 points and making a big play like that to get some momentum on their side. Nice catch there by Ty Diablo as Whittlejohn is backing up and going the wrong way. A sack for Paul Dahl, Santiago Martino, and maybe even Trevor Cleveland. They were all in on it. 3rd and long, a blitz on the way. Whittlejohn deep over the middle. It is incomplete. Looks like Bobby Mangold, the senior kicker, is on to try a 54-yard field goal. This would set a career long. His kick is up and good. So the kicker from each side has set a career long in the Big 12 title game, and coincidentally, both have been 54-yarders. Jaden Berry across the 50 and finally forced out of bounds at the Kansas State 40. Looks like Midwestern is going to go for it on a 4th and 1. Kansas State will sell it to stop the run, and that was a mistake. Titus Dingle will keep the drive alive and burn the Wildcats as he puts the Horned Owls in the red zone, and he's down at the 18. Ham to throw out of a run-heavy look, and Marco Mines will make a catch underneath and go down inside the 10 at the 8, making it goal to go. 3rd and goal at the 2. Ham will turn around, give it to Von Clifton, and he will run a defender over on his way into the end zone as he scores his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Horned Owls are on top by 3 scores in the 4th quarter. So the Wildcats want to come back and win this one. They got to start scoring in a hurry. And it's a good start to the drive for them as Javier Sahara is down at midfield. Under 9 minutes to go in the 4th. Whittlejohn going the wrong way, and he is going to be sacked again. The 6th sack of the day. LaMichael Edmonds dropping him back across midfield. We'll see what they do on 2nd and 24. Whittlejohn to his right is intercepted. George Noddy jumping the check down to get his 4th interception of his senior season and 8th overall of his career. And Midwestern is able to score some points on this drive, or at least use up a lot of time. This could be the game. Ham downfield to Jaden Berry, and he's going to step out of bounds at the 9. It'll be goal to go again. 4th and goal at the 1. It'll be a Jaden Berry run, and he runs it in, scoring his 1st rushing touchdown of his career and 24th overall touchdown this year. And that should put this Big 12 title game to bed. Even later in the 4th quarter, still 27-3. The Horned Owls going for it again on a 4th and goal. Why not? You got Jaden Berry. He's going to score his 2nd touchdown of the game and 25th of the year. That might lock up the Heisman for him, but it for sure locks up this Big 12 title game. The Horned Owls are going to win 34-3 over the Wildcats as they remain perfect on the year. They are 13-0 and are back-to-back Big 12 champs and are now going to head into the college football playoffs with a first-round bye and a great chance to defend their back-to-back national championship wins. The defense, they went out there and dominated, only giving up 3 points and 192 yards. Kansas State went 0 for 7 on third downs. They had no answer for our defense that racked up 8 sacks and 18 TFLs, and also picked up a pass. The offense, they were not perfect. We did turn the ball over on downs, and Jesse Ham threw another INT, but we put up 34 points and 402 yards. We went 5 for 6 on fourth downs. And anytime you're able to just keep sustaining drives like that, going forward on fourth downs, it will break the will of your opponent, and that is exactly what we did in this game. We are back-to-back Big 12 champs and have a lot of award winners to go over, so let's go over them. Now, there is some disappointing news. We'll get to that when we get to it. At least it's disappointing news in my opinion. You can see that Tim Roche has been named Coordinator of the Year again. He won that award last year. George Notty took home the Best Defensive Back award. Von Clifton is the best running back in the country. How about Trevor Cleveland as a true freshman? He dominated and won the Best Defensive End award. Speaking of dominating, LaMichael Edmonds. He wins the Lombardi Award and the Best Defensive Player award. What about Jaden Berry? Well, he wins the Best Receiver award and has been named the best player in all of college football. But did he take home the Heisman Trophy? The answer to that is yes. So what's disappointing? Well, it's who finished behind him. LaMichael Edmonds. We could have had a defensive player win the Heisman, but I stat padded with Jaden Berry, robbing LaMichael Edmonds. At least one of our players won the Heisman, but I do wish it had been LaMichael Edmonds at least a little bit, but still, it's fine. Jaden Berry, he had a great year and he did earn it. Here is a look at what happened in the other conference championship games, and here is who has made the college football playoffs. We will take on the winner of BYU and Miami in the Sugar Bowl. It'll be us against the Miami Hurricanes in the All-State Sugar Bowl. Miami was able to defeat BYU 28-21 in the first round. Miami looks like a really solid team on paper. They are 89s across the board. Their 2 losses, one was on the road to Louisville by just 3. They got smoked by Clemson at home, but after that, they have rattled off a lot of wins in a row and look to be a good team. Now remember, this is the last year that we are getting through in this series. So if we lose to Miami, the dynasty is over. So it is really do or die, even more so than usual in the playoffs. We'll see if we can keep this dynasty going a little bit longer and see if we can beat Miami. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.